What's up, guys? It's Eric again. This is me doing a trade recap for April 2nd, and today was a roller coaster of a day. Uh, my first trade I took was a L, and I can show you guys right here. 948, 952. I bought two contracts of BA right here, and I sold it for 96 cents for a loss. And let's see what I did wrong here. Let me do this. All right. So let's see. Alright, so one of the things I realized what I did wrong is I chased it. If I go back to where I bought it, 948, 952, 940, so somewhere right here in this area. The first trade I took, I took it off this bounce off the 4 EMA, I believe, and then it started going down my favor. So and then I saw it retested it again. I got in again because I thought the 4 EMA was gonna hold it down. And it looked bearish to me at the moment. In hindsight, it was just a reversal setting up. So I got caught in between that, and then once the stock went over this line right here, once it popped up, I was seeing if it was gonna fully break out or if it was gonna get rejected. But once I started just staggering right here and holding, I got out for $80 loss. And then at that point, I was still trying to look for an opportunity. I could switch this to calls, and I actually did. Let's see. Yep, I switched it to 145 calls, bought them at 75 cents, and I sold them for. I sold the first contract for a profit of 97, and I try holding the second one to see if it'll break out this resistance right here. So I sold the first one right here, came back down, and then came up and came back down. And right here, I'm like, it looks pretty weak, so I closed out on it, and right before I closed out, literally like 5-10 minutes later, Trump tweeted some news about oil, and it shot it up. So missed out on that, but sticking to my rules, trying to skew the risk and reward in my favor. I bought them for 75 cents, sold one for profit. I didn't want to let the second contract ride turn red, so I just wanted to skew the risk and reward in my favor. Let this one breathe a little bit, but at the end, I didn't want it to turn red and dig into the profits I made for the first contract I sold. And then later on, I bought puts for BA again. I bought two of them, 110 at 80 cents. Sold one for 130, one at 44. So why I did that is because I saw it came down, and I noticed during all this consolidation, I actually bought it right here, right before I was anticipating for it to crack this support level, and it did. And then while I was consolidating, I noticed that while I was consolidating, the SPY was moving up at the same time. So there's a little divergence there. So I just kept waiting to see. It kept making lows, and while the SPY was making highs. So I knew once the SPY or the Dow Jones cracked, it was going to go hard with it, and it did. So I just held, and then once I saw it crack here, it just furthered my bias to keep holding. So I kept holding. It kept riding the 4 EMA, kept riding, and I sold my first contract right here at this support level, and then just how this in the same scenario in the first one, sell half to skew your risk and reward in your favor. So if it starts going against you, you're still making profit. Then it quickly went down, came up, and then once I saw this big drop, I sold my last contract down here at like 121. 121.03, somewhere around here exactly. So that's how I skew the risk reward in my favor. At the end, I made more money doing that because I sold the first one for 130 instead of selling both of them at 130. I sold one 130 and one at 144. And then I had another trade. It was a really stupid trade. It was USO. So when Trump tweeted that the oil stuff, it got halted. So when it came out of the halt, it just kept going. I literally saw the contracts double in value in literally like 10, 20 seconds. So the FOMO kicked in me, and I bought it, and it got halted on the way down. So I got stuck in it, and then it came back up. At this point, I was emotionally invested. I was hoping for this to get back up. Right, I should have sold up here at the top for a $10 loss, but instead I threw out the technicals and I was just holding to hope. And then ultimately when it cracked the 4 EMA, I sold and took a $60 L. At that point, I was down about like $150, and then I think so, somewhere around there. No, I was down like $60. And then my last trade with the BA, like I said, it made up for the day, so I ended up $6 green, but I'm still a little red on the day, like $30 because of commissions. But P&L is still green. So what I learned is first mistake on BA or USO, I just chased dash. I've never done that in the first place. But for BA, I just chased the downtrend. One of my plays though was if BA cracks 128, has room to 110. I was a little ambitious there, but so once I saw a crack in here, I thought there was gonna be more room. It was just too early, so it bit me in the butt. But still a solid game plan. I followed my game plan, and it just didn't work. That's just gonna happen in trading. So what I can do better is I don't know. It's just a probability game. If I do this 10 more times, it'll work out. Maybe 6 times, 7 times. It's just this one time it just didn't work. So after the big move, I saw it do it again. I'm like, I'm gonna try out. It's a solid game plan. So I did it again, and this time it actually worked. So just play probabilities and risk and rewards. So once it started working in my favor, I skewed the risk and reward to my favor, and ultimately I ended up making profit on this trade pretty well. I think it was like $100 or something. After taking the first L into account, but actually it was more than that. I made $66 and I took an $80 loss. So let me do quick math here. $80. 66 plus 88, $80. So I made $146 total on this put right here, the 110 puts. That takes out the $60 loss or $80 loss earlier. So overall, it was an okay trading day. Stuck to my game plan until I did USO, which I regret, but you learn. Solid game plan. I'm gonna make a video later tonight with my market watch list for April 3rd, and yeah, we're gonna see. Friday's gonna be a fun day, Lotto Friday, and we'll see what tomorrow holds. So catch you guys later.